guys, welcome to Bad Yogi Q&A Wednesday with me, Erin Motz, where I answer the questions that you send me via email and social media too. I was going to read today's question out loud as I usually do, but I actually wanted to keep it anonymous and kind of vague because I wanted to take this in a different direction. The question I got was something about, okay, so I've been struggling with practicing regularly. It's something that I want to do, but I just can't bring myself to get on my mat as often as I'd like. So what should I do, Erin? And again, I'm paraphrasing because I'm trying to keep this kind of vague in general, but this is the general direction of the question. The reason why I'm keeping this a little bit more vague than I usually do is because I have some tough love to deliver. This reminds me of one of those scenarios that I think we've all been in at one point or another. Think about a time where you were asking for advice from someone and you already had an idea of what you wanted to hear in your mind, but you were looking for someone to validate that response. So for example, I'll give you a really obvious example, like let's say you want to gain 10 pounds of muscle, you want to be totally ripped and super, super strong. Now the answer you want to hear is that everything you're doing is all you can do. You don't have to change your diet, you don't have to work out differently or more than you already do. Essentially, just keep working exactly the way you are and it'll happen. This is the kind of thing our ego loves to hear. Don't push yourself out of your comfort zone. Don't do anything different than you're already doing. Don't do anything that you don't want to do. So we kind of shop around for the advice that we want to hear rather than the advice that we need to hear. So in this particular case, if you're one of those people that's sitting there saying, "Oh, I wish that I could practice more. I just can't seem to get myself on the mat to practice as much as I want." Well, my friend, that is no one's fault but your own. There is no way around working hard. There is no way around making yourself accountable to the things that you want to achieve. So however you hold yourself accountable might vary from person to person, but the point is you have to be accountable to someone, and the strongest someone you can be accountable to is yourself. So if you're asking me if there's some magic way to feel motivated to practice yoga often or to work out or to eat better, the answer is there is no magic button. There is no magic answer or magic solution. Especially if you're not super, super motivated right off the bat, you either have to find a goal, find something specific that you can set your sights on that will motivate you, or you have to power through those first couple weeks that are gonna be kind of challenging and make it become a habit. Once it becomes a habit, it becomes a little bit easier. But getting over that initial hump of difficulty and pushing yourself is kind of unavoidable. So yes, you just have to do it. But there are some things you could do to make the doing it a little bit more accessible. For example, one thing that you can do is set a schedule. So instead of just saying tomorrow, 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 and never actually getting there, write it in your calendar or put it in your phone that on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or whatever days you want to pick, you will do yoga. Whenever you put it in your calendar, whatever mechanism you have of keeping track of things, make that non-negotiable. So that means once it's down, there's no getting out of it unless you're very, very sick or something completely out of your control happens. But that does not mean that you can cancel on yourself if you just don't feel like it, or if you just washed your hair, or if you don't have your favorite pair of yoga pants. Regardless, you're getting on that mat and you're doing it. You put it in your calendar, you're accountable to yourself, and you do not want to let yourself down. Another thing you can do is tell someone about it. So if you have a friend who also likes to do yoga, or you have a friend who has a similar goal, or even a partner, tell them that this is your plan. Tell them that this is your goal, and you can even ask them to send you a text message to remind you or do something together that keeps you both accountable to each other. I kind of have a feeling that the person who asked this question was looking for an answer from me along the lines of, just be easy on yourself, just relax, and you need to rest. You need to just chill out, and not worry about moving forward. But the truth is, there's a time to relax and there's a time to give yourself a little tough love, to kick yourself in the butt a little bit and get moving. If you've been stagnant for too long, it's time to make a change, and you cannot be afraid of the discomfort that comes with that transition. So there you have it. Q&A Wednesday, a little bit of a different style today, but I hope that was helpful. Now, of course, as usual, I would love to hear from you. Let me know how you have overcome some of this laziness in the past, or if you've ever kind of shopped around for advice until you landed on something that you actually felt like you wanted to listen to, not necessarily what you needed to listen to. So thank you guys again so much for joining me. Make sure you're signed up below to hear from me regularly every week right to your inbox. I send all kinds of motivations, free classes, Q&As, and a bunch of other fun stuff, especially as we enter into 2017. So thank you so much again for joining me, and I'll see you right back here next week.